government requests for account information that it received during the period of July to December 2020. In fact, accounting for 25% of the total requests received from across the globe so far on account information. The social media giant revealed this information in their transparency report. This is the first time since 2012 that Twitter started publishing its transparency report. That US is not the top global requester, it is India. Also ranked second in terms of volume of legal demands for content approval after Japan. So these inputs are coming from Twitter on some data about how India, where India stands in terms of the number of requests that it has made for account information and also for removal of content. So Twitter has come out with the data. Ayushman on the phone line with us. Ritesh Bhatia, cyber expert, also with us. Let me first go across to cyber expert Ritesh Bhatia for more on this. Ritesh ji, on the on the very face of it, what we can see is that Twitter is now giving out data which is not looking good on the Indian government, at least in terms of the number of requests that are coming in for account information. Now, can this be interpreted as the government keeping a very strong eye on Twitter in particular to see what kind of content is in circulation, or is this just something that cannot be questioned? I mean, if you're operating in any country, the government of the day has every right to question you on certain accounts and their information.
Yeah, so thank you, Afrida, for having me over here. Afrida, if you see, even in the last few shows that we've been talking about, there has been like a spat between the government and the Twitter since a very, very long time as such, especially in the past few months also. But now we are also referring to something that has happened. We are talking about the past year, those 6 months. Now, the reasons are that, one, that, look at the number of users we have in India. That's, for Twitter, I mean, we are like one of the highest user base in the world. Secondly, if you see the trolling, the bullying, and all these issues have risen exponentially again in the past few years, because of which also there are many reporting issues, many takedown issues. Thirdly, we also know like the majority of the the stifle that we are having, between the political parties is also happening on Twitter, if you look at that also. So, and, somewhere I think there has been a restriction on the freedom of speech also in the past few months. And because of which also, there could be like many such requests which are happening. So these are the four things which I feel has led to that, we becoming one of the, the largest in the world for takedown things. Afrida.
Yes, Ritesh ji, but this is being touted by the opposition as an intrusion. We already have leaders from the Shiv Sena like Priyanka Chaturvedi tweeting about this, saying that the government is determined to crush dissent and they want to separate the wheat from the chaff, and therefore this is an attempt to chalk out and try and find out who is posting what, and then of course have some sort of an action on them. That seems to be the interpretation at one level, Ritesh ji.
See, that's what I'm saying, Afrida. As I told you, my last, the point also of like, many times people are saying that, my sentiments have got hurt and other kind of things, so there's a lot of like, maybe I wouldn't say government backing as such, but, these people feel, my sentiments are hurt. So they want to go to the cops. They want to get the tweets removed. Now, whether those are like movies, whether those are cartoons, whether those are like jokes. So we have been seeing all that.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So we'll have to leave it at that. There may be multiple opinions on this. Some believe that this is a ploy to silence dissent through use of power. Some others would say, well, as long as it is within the legal framework, there can be nothing questionable about it. It's only at the level of requesting Twitter to reveal certain information. Thanks for joining us, Ritesh Bhatia, with your informed opinion on this.